With a history in the education sector of 23 years, LISOF continues to have its thumb on the pulse of South Africa's fashion and retail industry. And by introducing a BCom degree in fashion, they are paying attention to the needs and demands of the South African market.
What LISOF has done here is to appreciate the needs of the industry, that is from a demand side. But what type of skills are required by the industry? We're looking for a good retail buyer and planner. That's the critical skill that is required by the industry. And therefore you need then to have solutions from the supply side, that is from education institutions such as LISOF, such as universities, that can produce qualifications that are addressing the skills that are required by the industry.
Because we are 23 years in the industry, in the educational space, and because we've been working so closely with the industry and we've listened to them, and we're answering to them, we are answerable to them, and we are answering to their needs, I believe we're in a perfect position to offer a very unique BCom.
For me, the strength in having this degree is that it literally jumpstarts your career. For me, starting out, I felt there was a little bit something missing, I suppose. Not sure what it was, and kind of figured it out and winged it as I kind of went along, where I think this kind of articulates it a little bit better for you. You know what your potential job would be, or how you could apply yourself or your skill set. I think it formulates it better, which I obviously didn't have because it wasn't then around. But yeah, I think it's extremely beneficial to have that.
For us, it can't be just the touchy-feely stuff. We really have to start unpacking what it means to be a good designer. What does it mean to be a good buyer? And the more I interrogated that, the more I recognized that we needed to add business courses to the program.
A first in Africa, LISOF is creating a bridge between creative excellence and commercial viability by introducing the first ever BCom in fashion and creating a platform where designers and the likes can become more lucrative within the retail industry. I'm Riley Sakwe for Joburg Today.
Fashion has become a truly global business. From London to China, New York to Milan, India, Southeast Asia, Latin America and the former Soviet bloc. They are all well integrated into the global fashion industry. But Africa, home to 1 in 7 people on the planet, remains on the fringes of this lucrative sector. So what will it take for Africa to join the global fashion system? Well, to answer that question and also talk about their new BCom degree in fashion, I have with me Bonnie Smithers, the head of all commercial courses at LISOF. Hello and welcome. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations to your team for putting together this unique offering.
Yes,
is it the first of its kind?
It is the first BCom in fashion in South Africa. We are extremely excited to be launching this at LISOF. Our first intake will be in January 2017. What is so exciting about the BCom in fashion is it is addressing a very needed skills gap within the fashion industry. Now, when people think of fashion, they think about designers and buyers, but no one thinks about who actually drives the business behind fashion. Who decides how much stock to put in, at what price to put it into the stores, who puts things on markdown, who runs the promotions. These are all run and driven by people called merchandise planners. So the BCom in fashion looks at sourcing people and equipping people and providing them with the skills in order to become a very good merchandise planner within the fashion industry.
So for someone that really wants to learn how to be a fashionista, to design clothes, that's a different offering altogether. So this is just about the business of fashion, and it could be from anybody that's already working in retail fashion to budding entrepreneurs, fashion entrepreneurs.
Exactly. So this will give you the business behind fashion, but it will also, the degree will touch on the key elements of fashion, like the trends and understanding textiles and the manufacturing process, etc., because that's really important. One of the key courses that we run, which will be a major course through this commerce degree, is the supply chain management, which has a look at right from the procurement of the raw materials right through to the final garment delivery into the store. So you follow the entire chain globally, from where the raw material was sourced to the factories and how it was manufactured, to the quality process, then to the shipping process. How did you get it from wherever it was manufactured to South Africa, etc. So it looks at it from a global scale. If you do not understand the supply chain process, it's very difficult to run a profitable business, because you need to get the right product into the right place at the right time.
Sure, and one of the biggest challenges in South Africa right now is addressing the ailing textiles industry. A lot of designers that I spoke to, they actually displayed little confidence in this sector in terms of the supply chain and the value that it adds to the final goods as well. So know that this is going to add a lot of value. How recognized is this qualification? Is it accredited locally and internationally?
So the degree has been accredited by our higher education within South Africa, the CHE.
And that's important.
It's very important. So it is an accredited BCom in fashion. And what's fantastic is we've had such a fantastic response from our national and the international retailers who are coming into South Africa about this degree and the skills it is going to supply them with when the students have finished this course.